Brandon Jackson got knocked out a little bit here, and it was just at a time, it was just before halftime and all that, so we called off the rest of the day just to really honor his love for him. He's one of our all-time guys, favorite guys, and everybody wanted to make sure that we could send him as much as we could possibly to help him make sure he's okay. So we did. The whole operation today was to get prepared for the routines that we have to manage and come to the stadium. And it was, as I told the players, it was really more about the whole lead up to it, getting in the locker room, getting our pregame warm-up done, everybody understand how we do it, get all those mechanics worked out. We'll come back and do it all again on Wednesday. If you imagine, we will have had 2 times, in a normal season, you've had 4 times to get this stuff worked out. So we're going to do it twice, and we'll see if that's enough. We may have to do it again. To just get everybody's mind right and mentality set so that we can perform at our best when it comes to game time. So that really was accomplished today, and I was real happy with that. We didn't get a whole bunch of plays today, but we got sequences and we got situations and got enough third downs to challenge Russ and the offense over there. And so there were some really good things that happened. Everything went really well, other than we got BJ knocked out, and then that was just terribly unfortunate. So okay. So,
what can you tell us how it happened with Brandon?
Yeah, he was the way I understand it. I didn't catch the replay, but he hit heads, I think, with Cedric, and it might have caught him in the chin. I mean, with his helmet, and it was like a knockout punch, is what it was. And so we took all of the precautions and took care of him, and he had movement and all that kind of stuff. So, but we still needed to do the right thing and totally take care of him until we know more. Yeah, he was, yeah.
When you have that long of a break, was that obviously the emotion of seeing that, but then having that much downtime?
Yeah, it didn't. I didn't think it was right to try to get everybody cranked back up again and go back out. We didn't need to do that. We had gotten enough done. We'll take the plays that we got and what we learned from it. We accomplished the things we needed to accomplish coming to the stadium.
What did you, I guess, from what you were able to see, I mean, anything stand out to you about what you saw?
Well, one of the things that was really at hand was just the sound. I don't know if you guys paid attention to it with the sound. We have choices on how we handle that and the different decibel settings that we can go to. We messed with them in pregame and tried to get a feel for it. And so both offenses handled it fine. Geno, I talked already to Geno and Russell about it. They both felt comfortable with what the sound was set at. If we want to crank it up a little bit, we can. But I think the situation is, I don't know all of the rules here pertaining, but once you decide on the decibel level, you have to keep it that way through the game. So if that is the case, then we have to make that declaration. And so we'll learn. And we did some stuff. We practiced in pre-practice as well. And we'll alter, because we can go somewhere else and they could have it cranked up to the maximum. We did not have it at maximum sound today.
We haven't seen Bruce Irvin or Puna Ford weren't out there.
Yeah, Puna has a calf that he's coming back. He'll be back after the break, after tomorrow. Bruce has a real slight hip flexor thing that we're just making sure it doesn't get worse. Bruce has had a fantastic start to this camp. He's really off and flying, and had no problem making sure that we err on the caution side there.
Carson's been away the last couple of days too. Everything good there?
Yeah, Chris had a death in the family, and it's been obviously a traumatic issue for the family and all of that. He went back to help everybody out for the ceremonies and all that.
Yeah. Have you made a decision on your starting center yet?
No.
What have you seen between Ethan and BJ Finney and just that battle in general?
It's a battle. They're just they're competing like crazy, and we've gotten Kyle Fuller some work in there too. We understand that Kyle's got an announcement came out today. He'll miss a couple games with us, so that the competition will just keep going. We've had enough opportunities so far to see that BJ can handle it and Ethan Posick can handle it, and so it's a good, healthy competition. And Kyle has done fine as well, so he'll be a little bit longer return to us. But it's good comp, and we'll call it before too long. No deadline to set that yet.
Anybody else get nicked up today?
I didn't have nobody came across my desk here so far.
What has DJ Dallas shown you? He seems to be running through all kinds of stuff.
He's done a really nice job. He's a real natural. He's a natural athlete. He's played quarterback in his background. He's been a receiver. So at the running back spot, he brings some talent and background running routes and getting out of the backfield and feeling real comfortable in situations and down the field catching and all. So he's done a nice job for us to kind of establish, you can count on him already, that he has those talents. And so he's right in it. And he's getting involved in special teams. It's going to be a big factor for him. But I'm surprised that it's been so clear that he fits in the throwing game right now. And he's not that he hasn't run the ball well. He's done fine there too, but probably ahead of what we would have expected in the throwing game.
How is Greg Olson looking to you so far?
I'm really, really fired up about Greg. He's such a great worker. I mean, you guys will get to know him during the course of the season. He's an incredible guy. He's such a great worker and so diligent about everything he does that he just helps Russell's confidence, and he's going to be in the right spot. He's going to do the right thing. He's going to make the right decision, the right choice, and find the spaces and all that. And he has a fantastic catching range. He catch anything. And so he's a real positive. We're real anxious to get him fit into the offense, because there's things that you can really count on him doing that he's been doing for years. And Russell and he had a great summer together, which really you can see the chemistry already developing and all of that. And so he's a great addition to us. Really, it's at a position too that, the other thing I say about it, the position is strong. It's a very competitive spot. To have Dis coming back too. Dis got a few plays today, that's a great accomplishment in his recovery. I don't know, he was supposed to get like 8 plays or something today. So he's back, and we love what Dis can do. And Jacob had a terrific season helping us out last year. Gives us a lot of flexibility. And Luke is in there too. We haven't even seen Colby yet, so it's an exciting position.
Speaking of Luke, you did bring him back and all that. Obviously in the offseason, but how has he looked so far? And Luke Wilson.
Yeah, Luke had a fantastic offseason. He's spent a bunch of time doing all kinds of alternative work, and his flexibility and his power is really the best we've seen in a number of years. And so he's worked really hard to get back in, and he's right in the middle of the competition.
And Jordan Brooks, last couple of days, it looks like he's got quite a bit of action. What do you think?
Yeah, we're trying to elevate his numbers. I don't know what he got today, all told, but he's a really good ball player. We're really pleased. There's a lot of things that he can do. We're trying to find that that spectrum that we can count on him to do well and do right. Trying not to overload him, but yet he can do enough stuff that you really want to see him. We had him in pass rush drills yesterday and stuff like that, just to make sure that we're getting stuff on film in competitive settings so we can gauge the range of his ability right now.
Were there any highlight plays today that you were excited about?
I really like the third down work that the first offense did. Yeah, I don't know what we hit. It was like 4 out of 5 or something like that, whatever it was. I don't know. They were pretty sharp on third down. DK's touchdown catch and that route and concept and the throw by Russ was definitely there. So it seemed like pass protection was pretty sharp today too.
John Boyle.
Yeah, just wanted to get your thoughts on what you saw out of Geno in his couple of drives.
On who? I didn't get the name.
Geno Smith.
Oh, yeah, Geno did a nice job. Yeah, that was a really nice series going down the field. The first series, he hit everything and looked great. He was real comfortable, felt real confident in the communications and handling the situation. He went against the first defense, so he did a nice job. That's great to see. He's such a talented player. And he understands our stuff, and he fits in so well. He's really all we're looking for there at that spot. He's really, really good at it.
Anybody have anything else?
What I'm saying is, in the supporting role right for us, they communicate beautifully. They really count on each other for the input and the experiences that they've had. Geno's he's a consummate guy in that situation, in that role he's playing.
Matt Calkins.
Hey, Pete. Russ was asked last week about the hashtag Let Russ Cook. Basically letting him go a little bit earlier, more aggressive in the first half. And he was like, yeah, that's an idea I can get behind. And mentioned the stat when you guys are 56-0 and up at halftime, or up by 4 at halftime, I think it is. Have you given any thought to that at all, or are you kind of going with the same run first approach that we're used to?
Yeah, we're just going to hammer the rock. That's all we're doing around here. We are hammering the rock. Of course they're giving it some thought. You guys keep talking about it. I have to keep figuring out what to answer the questions when you ask them. So I've said this to you, that Russ is the best he's ever been. He's as far along as he's ever been. He's got a fantastic group of guys that he's learning and growing together with. Tyler and Demo coming back with him. Those guys have, they've been really good partners along the way. He's jumped in with Greg, which is really huge for us, I think. And we're really excited about Philip Dorsett, what he adds. We're looking for the emergence of Johnny Ursua, as he's coming up. So it's a really good group he's working with, and he knows he has a running game. He knows he has a running game. Carlos Hyde has just accentuated that too, as in his first week or so of camp, what we have depth-wise. So, Russ is he's gonna do everything he can, and we're gonna try to give him every opportunity to kick butt and every opportunity that he gets. So you're gonna have to wait and see what that all means.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I'm giving a little bit of thought, though. A little bit.
All right, thank you.
That's it? You sure? See it. Sorry, Art.
All right, so